Hi everybody, welcome to Facebook Live. I'm Badger Beal with Air Reinhardt Realtors, and today I wanted to share with you my thoughts around the market cycles and the greater City of Midland marketplace. Basically, from January 1 through the end of December, the market ebbs and flows, and traditionally it has a lot of similar characteristics that we pretty much bank on. Not always, but pretty much they're pretty consistent. So we're coming out of the holidays, of course, and into the first of the year, we're selling houses. So there is a market out there, and it is kind of steady Eddie, a little slower, but the buyers that are out there right now are serious. And they're out there looking this time of year because they want to find a house and they need to get into a house. So there is a market, it's happening. I'd say this time of year we're selling in our company 15 to 20 sides of sales per week, and that's a pretty good number in our marketplace. And then so it'll stay pretty much in that in that track until we hit to late February to mid-March. Depending on the weather, sometimes we've had bad Februarys, early Marches, and that's pushed it back as much as 30 days. But the market generally picks up the end of February to around St. Patrick's Day. I tell people when people are running around in shorts and a t-shirt in 40-degree weather and we get some sunshine, that's when people are starting to feel good, snow's mostly gone, that's when the market really picks up, and it's like you can almost it's like somebody flipped a switch. Traditionally, the highest showing month, year in, year out, with a few exceptions, is the month of April. So April is the #1 showing month traditionally, and that's when a lot of houses are coming on the market and there's a lot of buyers entering the market. That market will stay strong typically through May and shuts down around Memorial Day, and then after the Memorial Day lull, will be picked back up a little bit. It'll be steady through June and taper down a lot around the 4th of July when people are taking vacations and spending time with their families. July and August tend to be strong and steady, but not like April and May. The other thing is, I guess around 2005, 6, somewhere back in there, July and August were two highest showing months, and which was just a huge anomaly. We couldn't figure out why. Still really don't know why. It was too late to get the kids in for school. School started late August back then, and anyhow, but it was just this weird anomaly that July and August were our biggest showing months. So 4th of July tapers down. Through August is steady, kind of a little bit slower. People are getting kids back in school. They're getting the kids in school after Labor Day, and then after Labor Day, the Labor Day lull, it will pick back up again. Sometimes it picks up 2 days after, or 2 weeks after Labor Day. Sometimes it's a month and a half after Labor Day, but it most always picks up. And then we have steady falls, and actually we have steady early winter. So September tends to be pretty decent, October better. November, the holidays start rolling in and things taper down a little bit, but things are really steady. This November and December, the company was doing 22, 24 to 30 sizes transactions per week through the holidays. So people think the holidays really slow down and tank, but they really are kind of steady. A lot of people are trying to get things done by year end, get things tidied up, both on the selling side and the buying side. And I share with clients all the time, my biggest month ever was a December back in, again, 2004 or 5. And just was really fortunate, had a lot of people, had a lot of things come together, but I had a lot of the planets line up correctly, but also it was a really strong market. And it was a crazy pending month in the month of December for me, and we ended up closing all those up in January and February. So that's kind of the market cycle. The other thing that this cycle happens inside of are really kind of two things. One primary thing and one minor thing. But the primary thing is local consumer confidence. If people are feeling good and confident about their jobs and their situations and where they are in life and where they're going, our market's going to be strong. And that's probably goes without saying, but it's really true. If you can gauge the local consumer confidence, you're going to gauge our market. Lots of times we run counter to the rest of the country. If the rest of the country is kind of backing off, we're probably going forward. If the rest of the country is really booming, we're probably steady or maybe not doing so well. Just general observations, nothing hard and fast, but after being around the block a few times, that's what I see. We kind of go counter to the rest of the market, but also the waves of the market have attenuated, so the highs aren't as highs and the lows aren't as low in the general annual market, but also if the rest of the country takes a dramatic swing, our swing is less severe the other way. So, hey, for what it's worth, and hey, thanks so much for joining me on Facebook Live. Please visit the company's website at arhouse.com, my site at callbadger.com. You can also follow me at Badger Beal Realtor on Instagram, Facebook Business, where we are, and posting a bunch of stuff on YouTube as well. So thanks so much, and see you in a week. If you have any questions, feel free to track me down. I'm at Air Reinhardt, Badger Beal, and have a great weekend.